each side is real.
Oh, uy!
Explore Northern Mindanao with us, from the thrilling rapids of Cagayan de Oro to the breathtaking mountains of Bukidnon. This is She Getaway Vlogs. Come and take a ride with me. Our journey begins in Dahilayan, town in southern Cebu, and is about 3 hours by bus to Mactan Airport. With our flight scheduled for 6 a.m., we had to leave home the night before. Since there are 11 of us traveling, we decided to rent an apartment near the airport to rest for the night. We arrived at Mactan Airport around 4 a.m. and decided to have a light breakfast before our flight since we hadn't eaten the night before. Our airline was Cebu Pacific, particularly Cebgo, which operates smaller aircraft, perfect for the short flight to Laguindingan Airport, which took less than an hour.
Hello everyone and welcome to your Cebgo flight where we make moments happen with you. This is flight 86713 bound for
Hi guys! Time check, it's 7:15. Just arrived at Laguindingan Airport, CDO. And this is a day in the life of a ninth wheel. Couple number 1. Couple number 2. Couple number 3. Couple number 4. Extras.
For day 1, we kicked off our adventure with a famous whitewater rafting on the Cagayan de Oro River. Right after landing, we headed straight to CDO. Since we were a big group, we rented 2 vehicles to accommodate both our team and our luggage for the first and last days of the trip. After an hour on the road, we arrived at the rafting headquarters where we got ready for the adventure ahead. If you're planning to try this, we highly recommend wearing swimwear or quick-drying clothing, preferably the ones that cover up since it can get really sunny out there. Now, time to hit the rapids. From the rafting headquarters, we took a 30-minute ride to the starting point of our adventure. Our route covered 12 kilometers of river, featuring a total of 13 rapids. And believe it or not, this was just the basic river rafting tour. For the thrill seekers out there, you can go for the extreme version, which offers a longer route and even more intense rapids.
I'm excited actually. Di ba mag-book?
Oh, okay.
Luckily, the weather was on our side. The sun wasn't too hot and the water levels were low, meaning our journey was going to be a chill and fun ride.
Yan.
Guys,
Doon sa sign pa sa waiver.
Oo nga, sabi doon pag namatay ka, wala silang kaso eh.
But of course, when you're on the river, you never know what surprises the rapids have in store.
Kinakabahan na yung mga nang... Oh.
Wala ko. Hindi naman kinakabahan.
Now, here are some epic shots and footage captured by our amazing tour guides during our rafting adventure. And just a little disclaimer, the capsizing moment, totally intentional and done with our full consent. It was all part of the fun and thrill of the experience. This adventure is a must for anyone exploring Northern Mindanao, a thrilling, unforgettable experience that will cherish forever.
Sa rafting.
Kain! Bango na, bigay mo na yung apat, lima.
Wapa.
Siguro, utot.
After our adrenaline-filled adventure, we made our way to Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon, a 2-hour ride from Cagayan de Oro. We chose to stay here because it's the perfect central location for all the places we plan to visit in Bukidnon. Along the way, we made few stops at scenic spots to take in the breathtaking views. That's one of the perks of renting a vehicle. You get to own your time and explore at your own pace. For our stay, we booked an Airbnb. And now, here's a quick room tour. After settling in, we headed to Severo's Cafe and Grill for dinner. The food was great and the cozy ambience made it the perfect place to unwind after a long day. Here's a look at their menu for your reference. We kicked off our day full of energy, ready to explore two major tourist attractions in Impasug-ong Bukidnon, the Communal Ranch and Roty Peaks Ridge Camp.
Morning!
Oh, ano? Uy. Hello. Hello. Super shiny lagi ni mo, R. Okay. Marilag bay. Kamulag.
Before heading out, we made a quick stop at Jollibee for breakfast. Unfortunately, there were some issues with our orders and two of our friends weren't able to eat. They did get a refund, but we were a bit disappointed.
What the freak? Jollibee Bukidnon.
Na-hurt ka ba? Hindi. Baby joke oh. Ay.
Parang each side or something. Each side man to, Jai, no? Each? Oh, each side.
After that, we made our way to Communal Ranch in Barangay Kapitan Bayong, Impasugong. Along the way, we spotted vendors selling cowboy hats and sun hats for just 150 pesos. So of course, we all got one.
Sir?
As we entered the ranch, we were greeted by the breathtaking, Instagram-famous mountain views, detailed ridges, smooth slopes, and the vast open fields and the lake. Just standing there and taking in the scenery was an experience in itself. Of course, we couldn't miss the chance to go horseback riding, which costs 250 pesos per ride. The trail took us through stunning landscapes with panoramic views of mountains and rivers. The sky was clear and the sun was bright. Even though we walked under the scorching heat, it was totally worth it. Our pictures came out vivid, colorful, and absolutely stunning. We headed to Cowboy Town Resto for lunch, a popular restaurant here in Cowboy Town just a few minutes away. They offer a wide selection of dishes, perfect for satisfying our post-adventure cravings. Thankfully, we were assigned a private room, which was great because we had a little advanced birthday celebration for our friend. The food did not disappoint, especially the steaks, which were definitely a must-try. On our way, we passed by the famous street near the Impasug-ong Tourist Center, where yellow trumpet trees lined both sides of the road. These beautiful trees only bloom for a few months each year, so we felt really lucky to witness them in full bloom, a truly breathtaking sight. The journey to Roty Peak's Bridge Camp was an adventure on its own. From the base camp along the highway, we had to take motorcycles up to the ridge, as the camp is only accessible by motorcycles or 4x4 vehicles. The round-trip fare was 700 pesos per person, but the experience was worth it. As we arrived, we were greeted by towering pine trees, crisp mountain air, and breathtaking views. Even the ride up was already a scenic treat. We stayed here for the night, so before settling in, here's a quick room tour. This place truly offers one of the best panoramic views of Bukidnon. Our stay included a delicious dinner with grilled pork and chicken options. We also brought our own snacks and drinks, making the most of our time together, far from the noise of the city and our daily routines. That night, we shared deep conversations, opening up our joys, regrets, ambitions, and everything in between. It was a meaningful moment of connection, and to top it off, we even had a small Valentine's Day celebration, a perfect way to end the day. The next morning, after a well-deserved rest, we woke up to the breathtaking beauty of nature. Bukidnon, wrapped in a sea of clouds, slowly unveiling itself as the first rays of the sun touched the landscape.
Akto.
To make the experience even better, the camp prepared a hearty breakfast for us, which we enjoyed while taking in the stunning panoramic view of the mountains. And with that, our Roty Ridge Camp adventure came to an end. But the memories we made here will stay with us forever. The day was far from over, so we headed to Dahilayan Forest Park Resort for a thrill-packed adventure, slowly ticking off items from our bucket lists. After securing our entrance and activity tickets, we grabbed lunch at Jess's Diner, a retro-themed restaurant right inside the forest park. The food was great and the ambience was even better. With its vintage car displays and nostalgic decor, it felt like we had traveled back in time. Since we arrived a little late, we went straight to the rides inside Dahilayan Forest Park, starting with the Forest Luge, go-kart, and bumper boat, making the most of our time there.
Hi guys. Handbrake! Oh, uy! Handbrake dira, uy! Nag-cause ng aksidento! Hi babe, hi!
After enjoying the forest park, we headed next door to Dahilayan Adventure Park where we got to experience the Razorback ride and the longest dual zipline in Asia. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get any footage, but trust us, it was an incredible experience. To end the day, we drove to Ricardo's by Cocina Higala in Manolo Fortich, just a few minutes from Dahilayan. This restaurant had a warm, homey atmosphere and offered a continental menu ranging from all-day breakfast to hearty comfort foods. Just look at this ambience. It was the perfect place to unwind and enjoy a delicious dinner. For our last night, we moved to another homestay which was actually arranged by our first night's Airbnb host due to a booking mishap. It turned out to be a cozy and comfortable place to end our trip. Here's a quick room tour. Today marks our last day in Bukidnon, and we wrapped up our trip with yet another adrenaline-packed adventure, the Impasug-ong ATV experience. It was my first time riding an ATV, and to my surprise, it wasn't as hard as I expected. I had an absolute blast. Just a quick tip, wear cover-ups and don't forget sunscreen to protect yourself from the sun. And one of the highlights, we got to ride through the vast pineapple farms of Impasug-ong, taking in the scenic views along the way. Here are some clips and photos from our epic ride. If you're planning your own trip, I hope this vlog gave you some inspiration and helpful tips. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel stories and adventures. And this is She Got Away Vlogs. Come and take a ride with me, one place at a time.